So it's today, the 23rd of October. I'm just trying to prepare myself that maybe I might never see my family again, which is, sorry, it's the hardest thing. Just to feel like that I'll never be able to see my mom again. It's not on the news, it's not on your normal, 6 p.m. news, it's not on the newspaper, there's nothing, there's no interest. To be honest, I don't even know what to expect when we hear back from home and when the communication opens.
Since November 2020, a really brutal civil war in northern Ethiopia and in Tigray. 500,000 Tigrayans have died in the last 2 years. It's a very complex conflict with tragic humanitarian consequences. One of the casualties of the conflict has been very limited media access. The government of Ethiopia has maintained a blockade around Tigray. A blockade is an act of war. That's probably why the TPLF have described it as a war crime. Tigray is experiencing terrible difficulties in shortage of food, shortage of medicines. So I think what we can safely infer is that the population of Tigray has suffered quite substantially.
Wellington has been home for over 21 years. We arrived as refugees from Sudan. I would say there's about 100 of us, Tigrayan in Wellington. Nationwide, about 1,500 to 2,000. Small community, but not very small, yeah. One of the things that makes Wellington special is I had my babies here, and I got married in Wellington, so it's just my hometown. It's always in the back of my mind, like it's something that I think about every single day, every minute actually. I just keep distracting myself by going to work and just going on with my life, try to be normal. The whole region of Tigray has been disconnected, completely disconnected from the world. They feel like they are in the dark. They're kept in the dark. And if you are in trouble, if someone else knows about your trouble or what you're going through, there's a bit of relief to that. There's no action from the international community. They've done nothing. All they've been doing is releasing statements after statement. And it's appalling, like 500,000 people dying just because of this. And they're all standing there watching, doing nothing. Are we not human? We're not looked up the same as the others, The
international community has not acted in a way that's commensurate to the problem. There's been a lack of urgency. Our institutions, which are supposed to be dealing with this and preventing it, are not functioning as they intended.
This war is not only back home, that's also the overseas Tigray community are affected a lot. We don't have any access to reach our family or our community. I've been in Wellington almost 19 years now. I got a family here, my wife and 4 kids. I have a family, brothers and sisters in Wellington. Our people, they don't have any access to get their own money from the bank because the government is close everything. The strategy is siege for the region, not access the money, not access the food, no access the medicine. which means they use starvation, shortage of medicine is like a weapon. Which is hard for us, even we are living in peaceful country in New Zealand, but our families suffer, which means we are suffer so. The problem is now, we don't know who is alive or not. We don't know my uncle or my auntie or my cousins, where are they now, or they are alive or pass away, or they are in the prison or whatever, we don't know anything.
I just want like people to notice what's going on, to be honest. In Tigray, I have an uncle and his whole family. I have a cousin there as well, and then I have another auntie who has her own family. It's kind of hard to contact them or find out how they are and how they're doing here. I'm 19 years old. I lived here for 11 years. I came about when I was 8 years old. Right now, I'm studying animation. It's making movies, I think. That's what I want to do. And making art as well. I'll say like, there's a day that I probably don't think about them. Who knows if I might see them or not. It kind of affected my life probably a lot. How I see the world, probably a lot as well. Yeah. Yes.
It's hard. Yeah, it's very hard. Even for the kids, it's hard. You know, when them come from school, so mom was cry, mom is sad. Always ask, Mom, what happened today? Mom, what happened? Nearly 2 years, I've not heard anything about anyone.
The lucky one is they survived, they went to Sudan, but the other people, so many people die. You can't imagine, like, you know, someone is living in this darkness, like, I have to be strong. You can't do anything, you know. In the morning, just get up and just come to the daily basic. You can't do anything. I'm hoping people to realize, you know, the situation is really bad, and just to be like voice to the voiceless people of Tigray.
My English is very short. I have, here is my kids. 3 kids I have, my boy. I came here 2011. I'm New Zealander now. I'm good life. I have good life. Because for me, I'm safe here. A lot my families or died or life, I don't know. Or Sudan going, we don't know. Because a lot of people they run to Sudan. I don't know, I'm not understand this. Why they doing in the world, why not talking about Tigray? But the world doesn't care. No one help the world. Because world doesn't hear it, doesn't want to look, doesn't want to talk. How?
ኣብ ትግራይ ዘይተፈጸመ ግፍዒ የለ ንኣብነት ምጽናት ዓሌት ንተወለድቲ ትግራይ ወሰባዊ ዓመፅ ጉጅለ ኣብ ደቂ ኣንስትዮን ህፃናት ምዝራፍ ናይ መንግስታውን ናይ ውልቀ ንብረትን ሃፍትን በወታደራት ኤርትራ ናይ አምሓራን ኢትዮጵያን ሓይልታት ተኻይዱ እዩ ስለዝኾነ ከም ተጋሩ ፍትሕን ተጠያቅነትን ክመጽእ ስለንደሊ ኩሉ ደላይ ፍትሒ ሕብረተሰብ ዓለም ብፍላይ ከዓ ኤርትራውያንን ኢትዮጵያውያን ኣብ ጎኒ ውፅእ ዓዶ ብምባል ካብ በደሎም ክሓውዩ ዝከኣለኩም ክትገብሩ በዚ ኣጋጣሚ ንላ የቀኒየና